Oh, yeah.
I didn't have YouTube up.
3 years, people. 3 years. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in that technicolor in between, it's your boy Trey Prop.
It's your boy C. Pactor.
As Mephisto's advocate, your boy Mr. Petty.
And I'm Rick, your mother's favorite workout tool. How's it going?
Okay. Fucking hate you. Thank you guys for joining us here on Blerds and Whiskey Live. We got a great show lined up here for you today. Make sure you like the video on your way in, share it. If you got any nerd-minded friends that you want to share it to, please send it so we help us grow so we can do more. All right, we got some drinks. We're gonna get some topics. What you guys drinking today? I made an attempt this week. I didn't just throw some shit together. I got some pineapple juice, orange juice, and some Terramana. And I guess, is that a tequila sunrise? Is that what that is? I don't know what to call it.
Citrus as fuck.
It's supposed to be. That's what I wanted. But that's what I'm drinking.
It's a lot of vitamin C.
But sorry, go ahead, Robert. My bad.
Heineken.
Yeah, I paused for that. Cool.
Is that the same six-pack the bitch bought you last week? You ain't finished that shit yet?
No, I work throughout the whole entire week, dude. I can't handle alcohol in my system before I go to work.
It's the same fucking six. Okay, go ahead.
I just did basic cranberry and pomegranate with vodka and lime juice.
Strawberry margarita.
All right.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you see this man in the middle? This guy right here, he's been on numerous shows such as Coulter and New Rock Stars. He has his own podcast such as the Mad Titan podcast and Blerds and
That don't exist no more. I'm sorry. I should have told you that ahead of time. In Jesus' name.
My bad.
Redacted.
It's one of those kind of shows.
Try to run the stage, he will powerbomb your ass in a square circle. He's told numerous white people, stop fucking with nature before it comes after your ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, on a daily basis.
The urban gladiator, Mr. J. Washington.
Thank y'all, man. I appreciate it. Oh, I got air horns. Look at God. And look. I'll tell you something. Look, first of all, thank y'all for having me on this. I'm glad to be here. Secondly, for y'all on the East Coast, it's noon. It's later in the day. It is 9 a.m. here in LA. I had to wake up for y'all. I was like, these niggas. I was like, you know how you make an obligation to do some shit and then you realize the time and you be like, I wonder if I can tell these niggas I'm dead. Like, I'm not gonna make it. What happened? My body fell off. And then I get it. But nah, I'm happy to be here, man. Y'all got, that's like, if you don't nobody realize yet, I don't have alcohol. I got coffee. Look, I got told, look, we're in the pre-show meeting if you want to come in. I said, nigga, I'm going to Starbucks, okay? I need caffeine. I got a whole liquor cart right there, okay? I got 5 fifths of tequila that I just got for my birthday 2 weeks ago. Looking at me was like, hey, Jay. I was like, you hoes stay there. I was going to Starbucks, okay? Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Appreciate you for coming on, man. Happy belated birthday, too, man.
Thank you.
Happy belated birthday.
By the end of this, you're going to Mexican up that coffee, though.
Or Irish it up, whatever.
You know what? I don't appreciate the way you judging my life like you know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I don't appreciate, I don't know. This should not be, it's too early for this, Lord. It's only 9 something in the morning. Okay.
But it's 12 o'clock elsewhere.
Gotta get to it. All right. Okay. So you are listed as what can we ask what happened with that podcast? Why it ended?
Me and the former co-host had a falling out. The man told me as a grown man, he was in his healing season. I was like, don't no black man ever tell another black man he's in his healing season. And then a whole bunch of other shit. And so I was like, you know what? I'm good, fam. And so that's just a abridged version of it all. I'll tell y'all more off air. But that ended. But, for me, I'm always like, when some things end, yeah, they might hurt, but it's for a reason. It's funny because when that ended, then I ended up having my role that was a one-off on American Gigolo become a recurring role. I had to cheap plug myself real quick. American Gigolo starts this Friday on Showtime, and then I appear starting episode 2, and then I'm in episode 3, and then the season finale, episode 8. But I digress. that happened, and so that was a thing we had going for a while, and then like a fallout, and then when you have a fallout with people you think you tight with, and they kind of show who they really are, you just like, all right, I'm good. Let me step away.
Listen, I mean, based off the theme of the show that you're going to be on for because of that, like the saying goes, when one pair of legs closes, two more pair of legs open. So, you know what I mean?
These gentlemen are horse. They're horse, ladies and gentlemen. They're horse in the morning. They're horse.
Hey, man, listen, I just live my life.
Hey, brother, look, be blessed. Go on, get in that thigh ministry, okay?
Don't get that man no ideas. Please don't. It's bad enough. If you've seen a couple episodes, he already talking about getting his own OnlyFans. No, we don't know.
He said thought ministry.
Yeah,
and that
exactly.
works. That works because I'm a preacher's kid. We're doing it. This is happening. This is
we already started another religion where there's no heaven. It's just the eternal barbecue. So thought religion is.
Let me tell you how God works in the thought ministries, my brother. Listen, there will be thighs somewhere, beautiful eyes somewhere. There will be lashes in the streets, lace fronts by the meats. My God, the thoughts. Run the block.
Pastor, preach,
well, tell you about how these slots keep it hot. They drop it a lot. Let me tell you the good word. Have you heard? I'm on with the Blerds and Whiskey. Finding thick bitches gets misty. Have your eyes dripping with the teary. Hallelujah. All right, let's go.
Oh, man. Yes, I agree. So we got everyone also in the stream. You got interactions going on. Fab is saying, "Oh, Rick, you raw this morning." And we got a request from Teffy Wonder asking if she can be a guest speaker at our thought ministry.
Of course.
On the poll.
Listen, let me tell you about the thought revival. Listen, at the revival, there will be wedges at the door for everyone to put on in a variety of sizes, okay? We go even into half sizes for the sisters with the wide feet, okay? There will be sundress sermons on Saturday. All right, I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit!
Oh man!
I need that tambourine that Rita had last week.
All I'm saying, I'm gonna be speaking in tongues. That's all I'm saying.
There's a lot of tongue mystery on a Tuesday. You can twist a titty with a tongue too. I tell you, Thessalonians chapter 12, verse 13. Sorry. Y'all done got me started. Y'all done got me started. Y'all done got me started on this show early this morning. My neighbors are in the building like, what is wrong with this Negro? I'm one of the only black people in my whole building. Like, you motherfuckers can have mariachi music at all the times. And I start preaching at 9 a.m. like Bishop T.D. Jakes, and it's a problem. Go ahead.
Yeah.
We got church announcements or something, man.
Church announcement: Sister Johnson lost a baby toe the other week. We want to pray for her. She can't put on her Crocs no more.
I got a off the cuff question. Before we get to that, I gotta ask this because I had to take some time out to look at your IMDb and see what you had breaking down. I see you were featured on Chirac. So,
yes, sir.
Nick Cannon has a scene in there.
Don't even go there. Why you gotta ask me about Nick Cannon's sex scenes? I don't want to talk about that nigga. The nigga got 22 babies. Okay, we know Nick. Look, you should have Tatiana Maslany go, Nick Cannon fucks, because we all know this. Like, sorry. Well, go ahead.
You weren't on set for that. Lorraine SD. No. Were you on set for that? All right, okay.
Actually, so hold on. Actually, I was. So that was a day. So that was one of my last days of. So I tell everybody for the criticism that Chirac got, whatever. I'm so grateful for that movie because it opened so many doors for me. First of all, I got to work with the legendary director Spike Lee, which I was a fan of since I was a kid. And then to work right alongside Wesley Snipes, I was like, oh my God, this Blade. And so I was good. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. But the scene Nick did, it was in the armory that we had with a lot of other scenes, and it was supposed to be set at night. They had the giant ass bed. I was like, y'all spend money on this bed. And then they had Tiana come in a robe, and I was like, gone, TT. And I was like, what the fuck is Nick doing here? And it was a bunch of us in the background. We just had to be quiet. And so most of us were by Video Village with Spike and Kevin, assistant director and the writer. And I was like, I don't know if I want to see this. Now, it was 2 in the morning when we started filming. By the end, 2:45, they was like, oh, Jay not supposed to be here. He's in another scene watching this. I was like, y'all done wasted my whole night. So, but no, Nick, you know, that scene, Nick, for that scene, though, it was just crazy because it was like also, you know, everybody all jump said Nick Cannon as a thug. And I, you know, all bullshit aside, I do have to give Nick credit for the level of depth he went into to try to put in that role to be a thug. It's hard to look past drumline Nick Cannon. It's hard to look past Love Don't Cost a Thing Nick Cannon. So a lot of people couldn't go past that to see him playing that role. But when you watch him try to get in his head, and you know what I'm saying, in his trailer, listening to trap and drill music, hanging out with some of the cats from the blocks and stuff like that, it put my level of respect for Nick a little bit higher. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, because you watch actors get into those roles, like in American Gigolo, watching John Barenthal go from a dude I'm just chopping it up with between takes. We talking about just kicking it, you know what I'm saying, how much weed he smoked, et cetera, and then to go and be the character of Julian K when the camera switch. It's a level of respect I have for people like that. As an actor myself, it makes me understand this game more and how much more to step it up.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, and you know, Johnny Bernthal is an area dude, so you know how he's one of us. So he gonna be here regardless.
He'll be here.
Let me tell you something. I ain't realized how cool. Like I've always thought, I was like, yo, I'm assuming that the dude that played Frank Castle gonna be cool in real life. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming the dude that was sleeping with his best friend's wife and had she had his baby in The Walking Dead, because we keep forgetting about that storyline. And Judas wasn't Rick Grimes' baby, okay? But you chop it up with somebody like that and you start talking, and I find out one of his best friends is my friend, is an actual friend of mine. So I was like, okay, so we started developing that little rapport. And so you just get to see how people are, man. And it's so dope when you can go behind the other side of the camera and get to know the person.
Big facts. Okay. All right. Well, that was. Yeah, y'all have any other questions? Y'all have one?
Not yet.
I was
gonna get there.
The interesting questions come in another segment. So let's run these church announcements.
All right, let's get to it.
So starting off, church announcements. D23 Expo takes place September 9th through the 11th. So, guys, what do you expect is going to happen with these announcements?
Memorial of the Twin Towers. Oops, I'm sorry. I said that out loud.
Jesus.
Bruh.
All buildings.
Stop.
Sorry. Forget the dates.
September 10th.
This is what you get. You brought me on the show. You did your research on who the fuck I am, okay? I say a lot of
No, listen, I have to remind people that September 10th, the following day is the annual party of Miles. So, you know, it's all good. But getting back to D23, so if the rumors that are out there that I've been hearing about are gonna be true, D23 is gonna be fucking amazing. I don't want to start name dropping, but like I mean, you know what I mean? Because I'm still hearing shit about the Mephisto things, right? That's why I don't want to drop names. I'm still hearing shit about the Mephisto thing from WandaVision, so I'm not dropping names because a certain dreaded head person won't let the shit go, and that leads to other people harassing me. Then I gotta choke motherfuckers out in the street. But anyway, like I was saying, I'm really excited for D23 because I can't wait to see. I'm really excited to see who they actually introduce and what. Like they haven't given us the full layout for Phase 6, so this should be really fun and really exciting. I don't care about any of the other stuff Disney has. Like I don't care about the 15th Star Wars show that's about to come out. That's probably not going to be that's going to be full of racism because they're trying to add some diversity to the Star Wars universe.
So Katana.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question real quick? Maybe y'all can help me as brothers with a lot of melanin in you. Star Wars, if I'm not mistaken, is about a bunch of different alien races in space. And for some reason, when a black person is introduced, it's a problem. I just seen niggas with green, purple, blue antennas, chicks with nipples on their ears, and everything is okay until a black person comes in. You just like, there can't be niggers in space. Like, how does that happen?
It takes place in a desert. Like,
how dare you have niggers in the heat? This ain't the South. What?
Like they can argue all day about Harrison Ford having a shootout with a nigga with a fly face, but a black Sith A black sip? No, that's just the bridge too far.
There's a fish dude that everybody keeps using the meme of. This nigga's not in water. Go, this rap. Like, it's a fish. Okay? It's a fish. This nigga ain't got no bowl on his head. He just, this crap. And everybody's like, that's the dude. But a black dude, they're like, this is unbelievable. What?
They'll accept that as a voice of a black man, but they won't take anybody else that's black on there.
Yeah.
God forbid they actually actually roll James Earl Jones out, like just put him in a wheelchair and just have him sit. They're gonna be like, what is he doing here? Nigga, what?
And they painted Rosario Dawson orange. So yeah, they got to try to hide us any chance they get. Go ahead, Herb.
No, speaking of space, Rick and Morty season 6. It's coming out tonight on Adult Swim. So, what can we expect from this shit? Because
fuck House of the Dragon.
More memes. More memes.
Really, Rick? Really,
Fuck
Rick?
House of the Dragon. My show is back, nigga. We in here. Rick Sanchez for life, motherfucker. I can't crip walk in a chair, but you know what
Oh my God. He just... No, we don't need demonstrations. Stop.
I just want to see Rick do actual cocaine. I feel like we keep teasing Rick be drunk. I just need to see Rick do a line. Like, just show
Rick Sanchez.
When he was about to end himself, he lined up something and snorted that jump before he tried to take himself out. I mean,
I want to see Rick, more matter of fact, not even Rick. I want to see Morty do a line. I want Rick to peer pressure the shit out of Morty. Morty, take this cocaine.
I've seen videos where they said this is bad.
Hey, you know what's funny though? You can tell that the writers for Rick and Morty are now working in Marvel because everybody forgets at the beginning, the premiere episode for season 5, Beth and Jerry had a 3-way with Namor. Like everybody seems to forget that.
Well, everyone also forgets about the whole Council of Ricks, which is pretty much Reed Richards' knockoff too.
So I wonder now if, like, at the beginning of this episode, like Morty is going like jizz on the Invisible Woman or something weird like that.
What the fuck? Where does your mind take you?
I want to see Morty check on their version of the Scarlet Witch over in the Rickverse or whatever it's called. See how that goes down.
You mean the MCU's Karen?
Him as her son.
You mean the MCU's Karen? Because that's what Scarlet Witch is.
Man,
sorry, Teffy.
Ain't she though?
She's the MCU's Karen.
Hey, Jay, we became brothers. We became brothers.
Literally, this bitch asked to speak to the manager of the multiverse to get new kids. What? Ain't nobody. Also, stop redeeming this hoe. This bitch murdered all of Carmitage and then go Stephen Strange. Well, you know, them kids ain't toys. Kill this bitch. Don't let her get a chance. She murdered the black woman turned into goddamn charcoal briquettes. She killed everybody. Damn it.
You know.
Yes, Teffy. We're doing. It's not slander. It's Wanda truth.
These are facts, man. These are facts. Jay, I'm gonna get you a shirt made. So I had these shirts made up for everybody. It says Wanda is the worst. We get you a shirt made, my friend.
Please, Wanda is the MCU's Karen. Wanda out here, where's my babies? Bitch, they're not real. Yes, they are. No, they're not. If you don't sit your Desperate Housewives asshole down, you can handle the fact that your living vibrator died and he couldn't come back. But the magic babies, you got a problem with, bitch? Stop. Yes.
The U.S. government put her a new one together and everything.
Right. The U.S. government was like, yo, we're gonna give you a new improved vibrator.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He just white now. And he white. You happy.
I love the fact we never talked about this.
And he's saying exactly what we were saying.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, no disrespect to all our other guests. Y'all are still you're still friendly with y'all. Jay, you're my new favorite guest. My new favorite guest.
Thank you. I mean, just the fact.
You shot up to number 1. You shot up to like Jay Washington, and then everybody else right behind him. But yeah, this is my new best friend.
Yo,
Teffy vision isn't real. He is real. Bitch, you didn't buy new batteries. You just reimagined them, okay?
God damn.
You just Adam and Eve out your brain a new vibrator. And you was like, we happy.
Teffy says they weren't qualified.
Then here's a whole new set. Now we got babies. How? when my babies are real. No, bitch, your imagination is real. You need to be in a padded room, okay?
No, he had trauma.
They weren't qualified. Hold on. Steffi Wonder says they weren't qualified to step to Wanda. That's why they got murked. Talking about Karmatage. What are your thoughts on that?
She murdered a whole community because he wouldn't give up a little half Hispanic girl. Okay, she is the worst version of Sandra Bullock ever. She literally murdered a whole.
Hey man, hey, yeah. All right, what was the last announcement, Herb?
Oh man, hold on. No, we just halfway done.
Okay.
DC fandom canceled this year. Warner Brothers and Discovery said, yeah, nobody cares. Moving on. Kanye's tweets out his fellow cum dumpsters. Guys, you want to explain this?
No. I have no words. I actually didn't even want this announcement. Y'all did, so I'm gonna let y'all speak on that.
Somebody got to take this man's phone. Like it gets like he goes on these. You can tell when Kanye is having a manic episode because the tweets start coming fast and furious, and they just get more and more detached. The more he goes on, and it's just like he really needs real friends around him to need to like tackle this nigga or something like that. Like because it gets to be too much.
Bro, he put out Kim has diarrhea too much. Fam, who needs to know this?
Pete Davidson.
Does he not know that this shit is all going to show up in court? Like when did they finalize the divorce yet, or are they still?
The divorce is final.
Oh, okay. So they haven't gone through like separating funds and shit like that. Like she don't get. I don't know if they probably had a prenup, but I would think they would use this shit in court, especially in custody battles. Like he's unhinged. He doesn't need to be around the kids, stuff like that. Like that's what I would think this would lead to.
I'm not trying to pick sides, but if this is his kind of behavior,
keep them kids away from his ass. We don't need another generation of him running around on the internet. That's what I don't want to see.
I think here's the biggest thing, and I'll be serious for a second. Everything Kanye says to an extent be real and legit and has facts to it. It's just how he goes about it. Yes. The problem, if he was able to just lay out certain stuff and not have to keep putting stuff out in the world and then adding extra stuff to it, people would be on his side completely because they're like, yeah, he makes sense in this regards. But you can't make sense when you like, see, this the text message she just sent me again. Shut the fuck up. Save that for court.
If he would did it the way Johnny Depp did it, like Johnny Depp got his ass reamed in the court of public opinion. Like they crucified that man. But then when they got to court, everybody was just like, oh shit, we fucked up. She the crazy one. Like, so I mean, but Kanye doesn't seem to have that ability to control. He doesn't have that self-control aspect of it and again, this is what I'm saying. This is why, like, if you get to a certain level of fame where nobody can tell you shit, but except for the people who've been there with you since day one. And you got to keep those people with you to just come up to you and be like, hey, dog, what the fuck is going on with you? Like, nigga, stop. You know what I mean? Everybody needs that friend that's going to be like, hey, nigga, stop.
So I caught some hell a while back because I knew this nigga growing up. We didn't grow up. We grew up not too far apart. You know what I'm saying? We had some of the same friends, et cetera, et cetera. And some of the same cats he ride with today are some of the same people. It's down to like this many. Let me see. My fingers are barely touching. People that are still with him to this day. And because it's now where it's Ye with all this money, and no matter what, think about this, no matter what Kanye said and done, he still make these billion-dollar business moves right behind the day. At the end of the day, companies are still rocking with him. So he's still going to have those yes men that are still going to be like, yeah, you right. And then I look at some of the cats I know that do it. I'm like, ooh, Che, if you don't sit your words down. Like, because it's like you got to stop encouraging, like you said, stop encouraging that because, you know, we can't, it's to the extent we can't use the whole Donda passing anymore. Look, my mom passed back in 2007. It hurts, but I had to learn how to heal and move on from that. I can't use Donda. You can't use Donda West passing again, bro. You got 4 kids now. Not 1, not 2, but 4. You got to move on. You quote unquote had the girl of your dreams 2 to 3 different times. Bro, it's time to let go and let God. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't say you got okay, Sunday service, because yes, Donda was very religious and took him to church. But all the other stuff is just wildness, bro. You dress like a madball in the streets.
That part. All righty. Moving from one nut to another. Trump FBI leaks. So
that transition though.
Look at her. Herb is getting better at this. I swear. I'm gonna give you props when you deserve them. You're doing well there, Black Sea Panther. So getting on to
speaking of getting phones removed,
right, to Cheeto Hitler. on the topic of Cheeto Hitler, like,
you mean the orange fuck muppet? Cool.
Hey man, he got more fucking nicknames than Method Man in the late 90s. like this shit is crazy. But I mean, so at this point, if you come across a person who still supports Donald Trump and who's still pushing that whole MAGA agenda, just understand that this person is a fascist and they are a racist. Like, they don't care about anything else. They are a part of a fucking cult. This is a cult. This is an absolute fucking cult. They deny scientific facts. They deny actual facts. They were, at first, it was you people who were saying defund the police, you don't know anything. Now they run around screaming fucking defund the police. Like, it's the craziest shit of all. They keep moving the goalposts, but just understand, these people are disconnected from reality. They don't understand, they don't comprehend or understand anything very well, and they are fucking psychopaths. You should avoid them at all costs.
Bill Barr, his former AG, was on Fox News and was like, hey, yo, you can't just sit there and say shit's declassified. Like, he lost Bill Barr. When you lose him, because that was your main legal dude, minus Rudy Giuliani's dumb ass. Like, when you done lost Bill Barr on Fox News, you screwed up. Because now he's, like you said, it is a cult, because anytime you can, because now people are starting to, some are starting to see through the bullshit of, anytime somebody that he endorsed loses an election, oh, it was rigged. No, nigga, ain't nobody voting for them. This is the only time in history that everybody's been screaming, now all of a sudden every election is rigged. Now, when George Bush got a second term in office, now when a black dude won twice, now all of a sudden every election is rigged. Get the
Yeah, didn't the FBI like leak the like a screenshot or a picture of the classified document?
Of all the documents?
FBI was like, y'all want to see something real quick? Hold on. Just show y'all something real quick.
The FBI was on it. It's like, okay, we got you. We know how to appeal to the youth. And it's like, oh, look on Twitter. And it's just like,
so it gets even deeper. So they leaked a photo of the top secret documents, and they leaked like little places where he was hiding them at. So now there's also a rumor that some of those files and not declassified, some of the top secret stuff that he took, he hid it around Mar-a-Lago. So some people started speculating that he hid it in Ivanka's grave, and that it's not an actual. It's not.
Dig her up. Dig her up. No,
I mean,
we're not gonna have a chant.
I know. I'm right there with you. I just had to get my next thought out. But like, it's crazy to me because like I look at I take in a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? I like to look at a lot of things because I like to find out about the other side. I watched all of these documentaries about QAnon. I look at stuff about MAGA people. I follow some of them on Twitter because I want to see how really detached these people are. And like they are legitimately justifying this shit because I think I said this a couple weeks ago, and I might have said it last week. Just because this man declassified these things the same way that Michael Scott declared bankruptcy doesn't mean that declassified. That's not how this shit works. That's not how this shit works at all. And this motherfucker's an actual criminal. There are people who have committed less serious crimes. There's people in jail doing 20 to 30 years for weed. Meanwhile, this motherfucker had a rally last night where they were selling Nazi paraphernalia. Like that was actually something that you could buy at the Trump rally, but yet and still, like, how I don't understand this. I'm lost at this point now. You know what I mean? It's just like these people really are fascist, and they like to say they're like. We live in a world where being anti-fascist is a bad thing. I don't get it.
Big facts.
Like you said, but you said it earlier, the goalposts keep getting moved because now they try to change the definition of what a fascist is. It's like, nah, bro, you can't change that.
Webster says it up.
So, hey, Rick, I gotta ask you a question though, because you said you kind of like follow things and you search things. How messed up is your algorithm now?
Oh, it's fucked. But listen, nigga, I'm gonna be surprised if the FBI come invade and come to my house and knock on the door.
Because I keep getting these YouTube ads for like PragerU, and I'm like, no, Skip, get out of here.
This how fucked up mine is. What's the dude that Trump hired to be the racist that he hired to be on his staff that he got rid of?
Nigga, you need to go deeper in
my bad. The name just came to me. I got an advert for Steve Bannon's sex pills that he tries to sell. That's how fucked up my algorithm is.
Yo.
Wait.
Yo.
So many jokes just flooded in my head with that.
Go ahead and get this already.
What I tell you, man? What I tell you?
Welcome to the party. But I hate to bring it down, but to be serious for a moment, and somebody mentioned in the comments, some of those documents contained clandestine assets, spies that the United States have employed that send around the world. And there's been an increase in them being captured or KIA, like since he became president. So what I don't understand is why is this man, if anybody else, barring not barring race, anything, we would have hung him. We would have got him up out of here. And I'm not called just because I got to protect myself. I'm not calling for anybody to do anything to a former president. I don't know if that law still applies. However, if anybody else did this, well, we don't, anyway, I get into that.
Say the analogy. If the one before him would have did it, if the black dude would have did it, they'd have brought the electric chair to his crib. We all know it.
If George Bush had done it,
they'd have brought the electric chair to his. If Bill Clinton would have done it, they'd have brought the gas chamber to his bathroom. Like we all know.
Monica. Yeah, it would have happened.
Nigga, Hillary Clinton lost an election based off of emails and a movie because 13 hours is literally the reason why she, like, the people seeing the depiction of the whole Benghazi incident, everybody's, oh my gosh, she's a criminal, we can't vote for her. And now the fact that he had another rally, dog, like within 24 hours ago, it's fucking depressing.
I would say, is it shocking? Because it's not shocking.
It's not. No. It's really not.
It's not shocking. Look, Donald Trump, if he's anything, he's a great salesman. If he's anything, he knows how to sell himself. He understands, for as dumb as he does shit, he understands it might be dwindling, but I still got a fan base in the palm of my fucking hand. Now,
I didn't do it.
All he got to say is all of a sudden now, everything is corrupt. Everything is corrupt because it's against you. Nobody else. The FBI was cool when they were doing the job again to try to find some emails on Hillary Clinton. They were good. They were okay. Again, when people were sitting there saying defund the police, like you brought up, it was like, look at these people saying defund the police. We need them. All of a sudden they come to his crib. We need to defund the FBI, get this shit out the way. He does all that because he understands he has a core group of idiots in the palm of his hand. Yep. There's no other way you can describe them but idiots. They are malleable idiots that he can sit there and say anything and they live and breathe on it. I say this all the time, and we can move on afterwards if y'all want to, and I apologize for keeping it going.
Good.
I don't give a shit what side of the political spectrum you fall on, left, right, whatever. If you talk politics 24/7 and you not in politics and you make a political affiliation your identity, you're a fucking moron and need to get help.
I agree.
100% agree.
I have been
I'm sorry, just one more thing.
Go ahead.
Trey was on HNIC this past week, so be sure to go and check out that last episode. And that concludes the Church Anonymous.
All right, I've been neglecting comments because we've been having a good time over here. So I got to scroll up for a little bit. Bear with me. I'm going to ignore two people in particular that are in the comments.
Don't block that relationship, Trey.
Oh dear God, that's it. Like,
I ship it. I ship it.
Really,
It's already,
I want to see it.
shipped
I
up
watch.
here. It's
All
already
right,
shipped
fuck
up
it then. Teffy, the kids weren't real. Imagination Station from Johnny to Jackson. Teffy, one information I see says they were real. Other people could see them and interact with them. No, Teffy, don't defend the Karen. That's from Johnny to Teffy. It's not hallucination when other people can touch and see and smell them. Why are people smelling those kids? Anyway, Johnny Jackson.
Oh, you smell like Mephisto.
Oh, what is that? Sulfur? Is that
I was trying to. Dear God, I was trying to steer the conversation to comments.
You're reading comments from the previous conversation, man.
Yes,
It's gonna rehash it.
Yeah, I know. But y'all said keep going. So anyway, what? What's up?
No, go finish. Go.
I'm here for it from Cam. Shit, I lost my place. Fuck. You know what? God, fuck it. All right, go on. Let's do the next thing.
Have you ever noticed? Have you ever noticed how Trey reads the comment section like Steve Carell did on on the TV show? He reads the teleprompter. If you put anything on there, he just reads it.
I'm going to read it. I'm going to.
Let me. I'm gonna update it now.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Now Johnny and Teffy are making out in the comments. So there you go.
Right.
Hey, listen, what's wrong with this? I'm gonna let this happen. I'm watching the comments.
Hey, you wait till this. Wait till you get on the show after the Discord. Anyway, what we got next? Clash of the Castle was last night or yesterday. It was over in English, so it was during the day yesterday.
Yesterday afternoon because it was in Wales. So
yeah. So I didn't get to watch it until much later. But did you guys get a chance to enjoy the show? What are your thoughts on it?
No, I didn't see much of it, but I do have a highlight that I said see, and I can't wait to go about it. I love it.
Let's go in order. Her, then
Okay, so because Rick said not to call him by that name anymore. Walter and Sheamus, in my opinion, I thought that was the best match of the fucking night.
Big meaty men slapping meats.
Sheamus ain't had the shit beat out of him like that. And
yes. This was a stiff fucking match, and it was just.
I ain't even gonna lie, man. Like after Walter lost a lot of his weight and got kind of cut, I thought for sure he lost some of his power. No, I was wrong.
Let me tell you something.
When he was a healthy guy, I thought he had some weight behind those chops and those kicks and the power bombs. And now they got a little slim. He's still like 6 whatever, but he's still slim. I was like, okay, Then I just saw that match. I was like, oh, he still hits hard. He hits hard.
Hi, pro wrestler here. I would like to say that on behalf of most pro wrestlers, especially the black ones, we understand that chops are a part of the game. Things like that will happen from bigger men. However, I would like to digress and say, if he hits me like that, I'm shooting the fuck out of him. Okay? Shooting him in the knees. No, where am I shooting you? The kneecaps. You hit me like that, no.
Yo,
he's like, he on the clothesline. Like, I got a close 9.
Can you imagine Jay and Walter in the ring and Walter chops him and Jay the hard camera just catches Jay going, I'm gonna shoot your ass in the locker room.
I'm not even saying it. No, I'm not even saying it. The words won't come out my eyes. I'm gonna show you exactly how I'm gonna sell it. I get hit.
On the next episode of Dark Side of the Ring,
people talk about how Walter was shot right during a match.
Oh shit! But from the beginning to end, from the storytelling they did in the ring was amazing to me. From their cronies on the side starting their own bouts on the side to getting led out of the ring. And them just standing there stoically, facing off. Like I got a Rock Hogan vibes from that. I was like, ooh, I popped for the first time in a long time watching wrestling last night.
So can we talk about how Triple H is silently reforming black and gold NXT on the main roster.
On the main roster. On the main roster.
It's just like, oh, so y'all didn't change the nigga name, but you just gonna reform Imperium with his new name.
Vince.
And that, but this is the funny thing though. It makes Imperium more authentic because I believe they changed that dude to an Italian. So now you got Austrians and Italians working together like the fucking Axis of Power. Triple H, you beautiful bearded son of a bitch.
Triple H is a fucking listen. Hunter, I always had respect for Hunter when I heard the stories of how when he first got in the company, Vince would ask people for a while, do you all have anything? Like he would ask the guys and then the girls like, yo, do y'all have any thoughts? Hunter was one of the only few who would say something. Hunter would stay, ask questions. Everybody else was scared to talk to Vince. All these things. Hunter would stay and just learn. He would be there late. He would be there early. He would literally keep doing it. And look at what the man was like, NXT is going to be something. And everybody was like, yeah. And then what happened? You know, he lost it. And then they said Triple H has creative. And everybody was like, okay, hold on. Let's see what happens. And all of a sudden, here comes Io Shirai and Dakota Kai. Everybody was like, is this about to happen? Then Karrion Kross showed up with Scarlett. And I was like, ooh. Yeah. And then when AJ and B-Fab and them showed up and Hit Row, I was like,
yeah.
Oh, and then he was like, guess what, y'all? I'm going to show you how much I love y'all. Y'all all lost your first names. You got them back.
Except for
I'm just waiting for Pete Dunne to get his name again.
Did you see him on SmackDown? He wore the bruiserweight gear. He didn't dress as Butch. He dressed as the bruiserweight. Everybody was like, well, this is about to happen.
Listen, I was watching SmackDown Friday night, and once he started with the joint manipulation, I said, that's my Pete. That's my Pete.
So I think it's safe to say that everybody's feeling a little bit better about WWE right now. Like we're actually enjoying it. We're actually, like I said, I popped for the first time in a long time. By pop, I mean I was on my couch like, what? Oh, like I went off.
I kind of popped for my favorite part though. I'm sorry to step on your toes, Rick. I got to. When Dominic Guerrero showed his true colors, and
his real dad.
Exactly.
Looking like his real dad.
Because listen, how do you get a kid to wrestle the correct way? Have him beat up his stepfather. And Dominic Mysterio pulled out a move better than he has against everybody else for the past 2 years.
That clothesline on his daddy?
He clotheslined the shit out of Steph. That's not his daddy. That's not his dad. His dad is either Batista or Eddie because he took his head off.
The best part of that whole thing wasn't even the way he clotheslined his daddy. It was Edge selling that kick to the nuts because Edge looked like, oh!
I'm surprised Beth didn't get mad about that one.
Edge's face sold that whole thing for me. Edge's face just turned and eyes were just like, oh!
You little motherfucker, I will kill you.
And is it me, y'all? Or is it when you watch Rey Mysterio start begging, please God, because he know what ass whooping is coming. He's like, son, por favor, please. When he starts speaking in Spanish, I'm like, oh, he knows what's coming. Oh, he's like, son, please, por favor, amigo, please. Oh, God, no.
Shit.
Oh, man. That's the most reaction Dominic's gotten in his whole 2 years.
But listen, we all knew that Dom was going to turn heel a couple weeks ago when Rhea Ripley wrapped her legs around his throat and he went from a boy to a man. We all knew this was coming.
Yo quiero la chocha. Yo quiero la chocha.
We also, hey, I got Jay. I get them all.
I'll say next thing he gonna show up on Judgment Day with a gift mask. Was that what you're trying to say? He's like, after that second count, he's like, I kind of like this. I think I want more of this. Yeah, the internet tells me this is good.
Say that man pulled a Johnny Gill. These are the things that change boys to men.
Yo, we've had a lot of fun with this, but we got to get one of our segments in. I hate to draw it down. We got to roll the character of the week, guys. We got to get it in.
We do, because I got to see.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and run the character of the week, y'all. Since we usually I let the guests give me an idea of who they want. So here's character week via Jay's request. So let's roll that beautiful bean footage. Character of the week. So, today's character week is Slade Wilson. No relation to Wade Wilson. Better known as Deathstroke. In the 1980s, new Teen Titans comic book, he debuted as Deathstroke the Terminator, created by Marv Wolfman and George Perez. He went by the name Deathstroke the Terminator. They just really want to let you know this guy just kills. At times, he was just known as the Terminator or Deathstroke or Termy, whatever. But this is also 4 years prior to James Cameron's The Terminator movie, so they didn't want to confuse the audience or people you think association with it, so they just dropped the Terminator part and just left the Deathstroke, which is still a cool name. I mean, it literally means killing blow. Yeah, killing blow. He's an antagonist of the Teen Titans, mainly an adversary of Robin, who became Nightwing. Sometimes he tussles with Batman or Green Arrow, but mainly he just battles Nightwing. He's normally depicted as DC's premier assassin, most expensive and deadliest assassin, mercenary for hire. Easy plot device to throw him in there. He was paid to do it. He does have an unusual set of strict ethical codes that sometimes depicts him as either a ruthless or sometimes as a uneasy alliance to certain heroes because it fits his code of ethics or whatever. But, you know, generally he's just a ruthless killer. In fact, one of his strict codes actually cost him his son's throat. Held at knife point and demanded that he give up his employer. He refused because of ethics, and his son's throat got slashed, and he lost his ability to speak. Father of the Year. Speaking of kids, he's about a father of 4 of them right now. He's got Jericho, Grant and Rose Wilson, who became Ravager. He's got another one named Respawn. It's just, ew. The man's Father of the Year, somehow still a better father than Odin. So, as far as his origin goes, he enlisted in the military about age 16, lied about his age, got in, combative skills and blah, 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 leadership skills. He was actually chosen to be part of an experiment. It's an experimental drug that enhances about 90% of the human brain. I mean, yeah, basically super soldier serum. So with that drug came the usual enhancements for any type of super soldier, makes him a better human. Strength, speed, agility, endurance, healing. It also gave him the ability to think faster than most humans, almost to anticipate. He outthinks and anticipates his opponent's move. Kind of like a precognitive type of ability. He went rogue from the military while still enhanced with his abilities, became a mercenary for hire. But he kept that part of his life a secret from his family, his wife, and etc. And until it came out and bite him in the end, where, you know, his son got his throat cut. But, you know, never take your work home. As I also stated before, like I said, a famous adversary of the Teen Titans. Some of his famous storylines involved the Judas Contract, where he had an inside person, someone named Tara, pretended to be a member of Teen Titans, but it's really just a mole for him. The less said about that, the better. Speaking of Titans, he was one of the main villains in the TV show Teen Titans. Although, because it was a kid's show, they couldn't use the name Deathstroke, they just kept his name Slade, which still kind of gave an intimidating vibe to him. Shout out to Ron Perlman for that voice work. Speaking of TV, he was also featured in Arrow, probably one of his better depictions, played by Manu Bennett. Gave Arrow his best season ever, by the way, so that was a pretty good. And as a nod to the multiverse, he was also played by Flash Thompson from Spider-Man. As I said before, he's an easily placeable character. All you need is just someone who just gets paid to do something. So he's been featured in several Batman animated TV series. He's been featured in several Batman video games, Batman straight to DVD sales, Young Justice. He's always depicted as a badass because, well, he is. So shout out to you, Deathstroke. Anyway, back to you guys.
Like, share, subscribe.
We barbecued. We had barbecue.
Hold up, Trey.
Sorry.
Let me tell Jay how we started off the weekend. We started off the weekend with me making absinthe shots for everybody.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey. Got a cheap plug for myself. That was the Character of the Week segment. It's usually uploaded on my YouTube page, hashtag Camism, every Monday morning around 9, 10, or 11, whenever I feel like doing it. Like, share, and subscribe. Slade Wilson. Definitely, in my opinion, it's going to be like Slade Wilson versus Deadpool is always going to be a constant combat back and forth with that conversation. So there is no transition for this. So my man Jay already told us that he does pro wrestling. We mentioned some pro wrestling because we're all pro wrestling fans. We mentioned the words CM Punk. That bitch! And that just sent him off in It was almost like a reflex. Like it just came out before you even said, "Hey, how you doing?" Yeah, CM Punk. Fuck him. I'm sorry.
That nigga.
Fuck that nigga.
Yeah, he became right. He became Bernie Mac. Fuck him. So I have to ask.
I don't like that motherfucker. Fucking CM Punk's a fucking young ass bitch.
Where did it come from? What's the story behind that?
So I'm 22 years in the pro wrestling industry. Started in Chicago, where I'm from, just as I did with Punk. Punk came up in the LWF scene, then did Steel Domain with Ace Steel and Danny Dominion, things like that. And we've crossed paths numerous times. We've met each other numerous times. We have some of the same circle of friends, et cetera, when he used to have friends. So I ended up stopped wrestling for a while. I stopped wrestling full time in like 2010, 2011 because of a neck injury. And then I started doing stand-up more, et cetera, et cetera. Then I moved out here to LA in 2015. I would go back and forth home, back to Chicago to do shows. So like 2015, 2016, again, people still the same, friends still the same. We both got friends in the WWE, AEW before it was, Impact, et cetera, et cetera. All of us still talk. Everybody still talks on the regular. I go do a show at Comedians You Should Know in Chicago, and he was there with the homie Marty DeRosa. Marty's a good friend of his. And I see him, and I said, "What up, bro?" He was like, "What's up?" I said, "Phil, it's me. Who are you?" I said, "Phil, we know each other. We've met before several times." "Well, I meet a lot of people." I said, "Nigga, I am Willie's tag team partner," because I was tag partners with Willie the Bomb Richardson. We were Team Damn It. "Oh, what's up, Trauma?" "Yeah, you bitch." Always, he acts brand new with people. And I understand, yes, Phil meets a lot of people, but also when you catch him in the streets, if you try to just have a conversation with him, he acts like he's big and holier than thou, and also hates when people don't recognize him. Nigga, you look average. Like,
also pick a lane. Like, you don't want to be recognized or you do want to be recognized.
Right, it's one or the other. It's one or the fucking other. You either do or you don't. His ego is, I'm the best in the world. Bro, you're great at what you do in the ring when you were able to do it, Logan. Now, you just, like, his ego is unwarranted. The baby attitude, the shit that why he left WWE, he does in AEW. He does this same shit. Now, some people say, "Jay, you just jealous of where he is, blah, blah, blah." No, I'm actually not. Let me tell you why. A, my body may hurt a little, but not as much as his do. And guess what? I love myself. Unlike certain people. Also, he's just an asshole. Like, his family don't fuck with him. People just don't like him. The Lord don't like him. Satan don't like him. Roaches don't like him. You get what I'm saying? The universe just lets him exist. That bitch. He's the most hoe-ass niggas I've ever met in my life. And this is the Chicago in me coming out saying how much I hate Phillip fucking Brooks. Sorry.
Damn. So he's like a white stick meaner. He just exists just to be hatred and hated.
I hate that nigga so much.
So I'm guessing what you're saying is he isn't that much of a cult of personality.
He a personality of bitch assness. This nigga's personality is full of pussification, bitch assness, host tendencies, soft niggerism, all that together.
So real quick, I have to add one more comment in. So what you're saying is I still have a chance at AJ Mendez.
No, you don't. She loves that man to death.
God damn it!
AJ loves her. AJ loves her husband to death. And that's one thing that's commendable. She stands by her man. And there are a lot of people who are with people that you're like, this is the most just despicable, uncouth person in history. But she loves the shit out of Phil. And I will say that. That's the only redeeming quality he has in life. Your wife loves you. Like, if you died, your wife would be sad. If a bear ate you, your wife would be sad. If a pigeon shit down your throat, your wife would be sad. Like, that's just...
Dude. Hey guys, I know we've all wanted to take a promo class, but we literally just had one.
Yeah.
So you take passion and truth, and it comes out in character.
I love it. I love it.
That is pretty much on par with what I've heard and how I suspected. And it's not like I know one personally, but you kind of tend to pick up on these things when you see people. If you know people, I'm not even surprised by anything that he just said. So, it is what it is. Speaking of hoe and bitch assness, y'all, have y'all seen the discourse about my favorite superhero, She-Hulk?
Favorite?
Oh, these whole ass niggas out here in these streets. Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't understand the MCU fans. First they're upset because and I'm saying specifically MCU fans because Marvel fans don't have a problem with She-Hulk. MCU fans have a problem with She-Hulk because anyone who grew up in any type of inkling of any comics from any type of era knows that She-Hulk existed in the comics way before 2008 when Iron Man dropped. So everybody's like, oh, they're making a female version of the Hulk. That's so woke. That's so PC. It doesn't even matter. I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? She's been around since the late 70s. The fuck is you talking about?
Also, when people kept bringing up her breaking the fourth wall, hey, she's trying to be Deadpool. Hey, motherfucker, she was the first to do it. She was the first to do it.
John Byrne created that whole catalyst for her. And then people act like they hate the comedy aspect of her. Like, yo, she's always been sarcastic, quippy, and breaking fourth wall and comedic act. And now we got Harvey Birdman, attorney at law, only green and Amazonian. I'm okay with it. I love the wackiness of it, but everyone, for some reason, hates to laugh. They want to be all super serious all the time. Go look at DC. If you want to be serious all the time, go watch Snyder's Cut like
my
8 years in a row.
Pearls, my parents. You say their name. Your mama named Martha. My mama named Martha. We're Martha's kids.
Unless you're Peacemaker, because then
fish.
Or Harley.
I mean, it's concerning to me because this week, so apparently I don't know if y'all have noticed, every episode of She-Hulk has had something go viral. And this week, the incels out there in the MCU community are pissed off about She-Hulk and Megan Thee Stallion twerking together. First off, who the fuck gets upset at looking at Megan Thee Stallion? Listen,
Ben Shapiro?
Well, we all know why he gets upset because,
his wife's vagina is drier than old tissue.
He's like, I love it, sandpaper.
Hey, Jay, we're going to talk about being a tag team after this because me and you got synergy going on. But anyway, no, but like...
Manager?
Right. Nigga. But anyway, but seriously, like the shit, it makes no sense. Like you're upset about a post-credit scene of She-Hulk twerking. And then you got these motherfuckers like, She-Hulk would never do that in the comics. Nigga, you know there's a whole panel of her jump roping butt-ass naked? Do you know there's a whole panel of her getting in a fucking pool with the goddamn Avengers butt-ass naked? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand this shit. Tag, Jay, go.
All right. Star-Lord was able to dance in the beginning of a movie and challenge Ronan the Accuser to a dance-off. It was cool, okay? The Joker was able to dance downstairs and it was cool. Baron Zemo danced in a club for 3 seconds and you made Disney release an hour extended cut of it and it was cool. Matt Smith danced in Morbius and it was fine. But all of a sudden now, because it doesn't matter, it's Megan Thee Stallion and Tatiana Maslany. There's some people like, oh, she struggled twerking. She's not supposed to know how. That's the joke. Also, when Kevin Feige announced She-Hulk was coming out, he said it specifically, it is a sitcom. It is fucking Ally McBeal with superpowers. So all of these lames in the street that keep fucking complaining, go beat your dick with some goddamn WD-40 and die slow.
But say, you forgot one OG dance that also was kind of, before viral was a thing.
Oh yeah, Tobey Maguire danced in Spider-Man 3 with the worst fucking haircut in life. And y'all keep replaying that shit. But it's okay. All in all, every last one of them. Groot danced in the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy 2 for no fucking reason. To have the credits go slow. But it's cute because it's a tree. But a great nigga, it's Vin Diesel in a voiceover booth in stilts, and you niggas is complaining.
Stilts, not stilts.
Fuck.
All right. Okay. All right. So if you guys have been enjoying this, the Discord link has been dropped. We are going to be in our hangover section live. You'll be able to talk to us directly. Let's try to keep Johnita. Let's try to let people talk. Love you, but let people talk. Horace, Johnita, let people talk. Anyway.
Horace?
Horace.
Not Horace. Close us out. Close that can't do it. We'll get the fucking
Like,
Discord.
subscribe on all social media platforms. As always, up to it, down to it.
Hold on, because off camera guy just sent a message. Hey, go on blerdsandwhiskey.com and go to Deathstroke. That's all I got for you this week. We did
the promo code Blerds
Blerds one. Yeah.
You're 15% off. Grow your beards. So
Grow your beards.
Yeah. So you two can get Mega Sonny to twerk on you.
Man. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, I bet I never meet her in real life because this nigga party is gonna have a bad day.
All right, Jay, why don't you let the people know where they can find you on these little social medias?
All right, so Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, when they don't ban me for being black, at Mr. J Washington, MRJAY. You should know how to spell Washington. I am bringing back the Mad Titan podcast this month. It's my podcast where I get you caught up on all the things happening in the Marvel and DC live action cinematic universes. It's barbershop talk for nerds. Come on in the convo. This Friday, American Gigolo debuts on Showtime starring John Bernthal. Check that out. But I come in episode 2, which is the following week, but still it debuts this week. I'm very excited because this is my first recurring character on the TV show. Check that shit out. I have some other stuff. Look, if you want to see me doing stand-up, if you're in the Los Angeles area, I got a lot of stuff. If you want me to come to your area, let me know. We'll try to figure stuff out, make shit happen, et cetera, et cetera. That's all your boy got.
Be sure to like him, talk about how white people are doing stupid shit as well on his IG page.
Man, I'm telling you something. People send me videos of white people doing the dumbest of shit, and they like, you know what to do with this. And I was like, oh, yes, I do.
As always, guys, like, share, subscribe, up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Drink motherfucker, drink.
What is Tefnita for life?
Bring your asses to the Discord. Bring your asses to the Discord, goddammit. Let's go.
Oh, shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that technicolor rainbow in between, it's your boy Trey Proper.
It's your boy Big Herb.
And thank you for watching Blerds and Whiskey.
Be sure to like, share, subscribe on all social media platforms.
And check us out on blerdsandwhiskey.com.
Be sure to get that merch.
And come take this shot.